Hey kids, have you ever really wanted to go somewhere? Like maybe you really want to go to Disneyland, or you just want to go to your friend's house.
Well, in today's lesson, we're going to talk about some people who really wanted to go to a place called the Promised Land.
Those people were the Israelites, and Moses had been leading them towards the Promised Land. God's people waited a really long time to get there.
The Israelites were let out of Egypt and then wandered the desert for 40 years.
That seems like it's not worth it. I mean, why would you wander around for 40 years to just find a place to live?
It's because these people weren't just looking for a place to live. God told them that the Promised Land would be a place that they could live in peace, have nice homes and good schools, have plenty of food to eat, and be able to worship God without people hurting them for it.
If you remember, their lives in Egypt were very bad. They were slaves.
So the 40 years of wandering were worth it. But they wandered for so long that Moses got old and eventually died. So they needed a new leader.
Joshua was picked to lead the people into the Promised Land. God knew that the people needed a good leader, so he chose Joshua.
Joshua was going to be the guy that got the Israelites all the way to the Promised Land.
When God chose Joshua to be the leader, he had some important things for him to learn.
God told Joshua to remember 3 very important things. Those 3 things that God wanted Joshua to remember come right out of our memory verse.
Study this book of instruction continually. Meditate on it day and night, so you will be sure to obey everything written in it. Only then will you prosper and succeed in all you do.
He wanted Joshua to read the Bible every day, think about what it means, and obey everything that was written in it.
If he did those 3 things, they would find the Promised Land.
And that shows us a very important lesson for today. Wherever we go, we will be successful if we listen to God.
Those 3 things weren't just for Joshua to know. God wants us to read our Bibles, think about what it means, and then obey it too.
If we stick to those 3 things, we will be successful in everywhere we go and everything we do.
So kids, next time you're thinking how badly you want to go to Disneyland, think of this lesson.
And remember those 3 important things that God told to Joshua.